Alright, everyone. We are at the CHAZ. I'm here to check this thing out. And we're in. Easy border crossing. No armed guards, nothing. Cops could easily just roll right in. Maybe there's more. Looks like everything's definitely getting tagged. Take pictures, just of random stuff. All right. Oh yeah. Nazi pigs, fuck off. Got a memorial over here. And again, a little barrier just really to keep out cars. That's about it. They're not going to be able to keep anything else out. We got some capitalism going on over here. People buying food. We got some maybe protesting up there. Definitely more sense as like a block party. Remember, this is what Trump is threatening military action on.
On this.
On this. Yeah, a lot of the demands are definitely statist. They're not anarchists here. They're taking over the baseball field. What does this say? Oh. Huh. It's pretty cool though. Yeah, you definitely get a very a safe sense. Like, well, cops are gone, so you don't have to worry about violence. At least for them actually pushing it. Well, that's the end of that. Want to turn back around? Yeah, like the second the police or policy enforcers want to take this shit back over, they're gonna. There's no defensive positions. I was like, I don't see any roving guards or anyone armed. Where did he go? Right? I was like, where the fuck do you go? I'm not sure what people are talking about, but this definitely doesn't look like a war zone. I don't see terrorists blowing shit up or burning things.
Nice to see a libertarian out
In case anyone was wondering why he stopped, I got my sweater, Make America Defiant sweater on.
At least one every time.
Hang out, dream board, anti-racism. Oh, look at that. $6 for a hot dog. What?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was actually funny when we were coming out here. I would have jumped on a lot sooner, but as we were about a mile away from this location, my car just straight up died on us, so we have to get it towed after this. So that was entertaining. We're about an hour from home, so. America. The CHAZ dollar, I don't know. Well, they're definitely using US currency and credit cards here, so.
Because black women have always been willing to speak. We've always been willing to die for you. And now it is time that you stand up and mobilize forward for us so that we can continue. What does that mean for the white bodies that are present? That means that you protect who comes forward by any means necessary. That means that if you're here, you understand. A black person knows when they walk out of their front door that they could die. If you step into this space, you need to also know that it's possible. It's more than possible. In fact, it's possible.
Apply that to everyone now.
You need to be willing. This requires a commitment in a different way. I'm not asking you to repost. I'm not asking you to even be peaceful. I came here to disrupt. I came here to erupt in this space and not to be fearful. I always tell people, keep the peace at home with yourself. This is for black people to hear. Keep that peace at home for yourself. Make sure that you're resting, drinking water, being properly fed, that someone is folding your clothes and doing your laundry and taking care of you. Let somebody rub your back and hug you. This is important. Because when you come out here, you already know. But for the white bodies, you need to step out here ready. This is not to be confused with you putting on a mask and making a sign. No, ready. ready to move forward, ready to shield a black person with your white body. This is specific. Because if you think that we're going to be in this space forever and be able to hold here, you're absolutely incorrect. We all have to mobilize forward in order for this to go forward. This is not the end. This was not some grand victory. This was a step in the right direction. This is again another message to a white body. If you're curious as to what you can be doing during this time, reparations are a real thing. Black people need to be paid for the energy that they are giving to this movement.
Gotta love statism.
If you don't want to donate to a general organization, do you, baby? But find a black person that you probably put through some shit and didn't even know it and pay them. Pay them.
No.
Absolutely.
Not gonna
Cash
happen.
money. And not just that, with your time, and then follow it up with your body on the front lines like I'm telling you now.
No, I didn't
This is
see any
not
armed
up for
security.
debate.
I haven't seen
I
anyone
hope that you
walking
all came
around.
here today prepared to study. That you came here prepared to observe. That you're not walking out here blindly, because as I said, we don't just show up and be present. We show up with our
Yeah,
presence.
I
Is
was like,
that
if they
correct?
are, it's all
I said,
concealed.
is that correct? I said, is that correct? Thank you.
Probably not.
Thank you. I have to emphasize one other thing, which is that compliance is another form of enslavement. An example of this would be when we had our own little Rachel Dolezal, aka Rachel Levitt, or whatever Boots, as some of y'all know her to be.
Yeah.
She had y'all getting on your knees in protest. Unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable behavior. We do not get on our knees. Not now or ever again. We are up and we are mobile. At all times. In every way. This is not up for debate.
Except all the protests where everyone took a
We
knee.
do not hand out
I mean-
flowers to the police. This is not up for debate. We do not ask them to take a knee with us and work with us. No, the demands have been made. The behavior has been shown. And what's interesting is that in the words of Malcolm X, they will tell you that your response to violence is more violent than the violence that was actually put upon you. And that is bullshit.
Not wrong.
I've watched as the Seattle Police Department has deployed flash grenades, tear gas, rubber bullets at point blank range. They brought in the National Guard. And what else have they done? They've brought in black figureheads the same way that Carmen Best is a black figurehead to sit at the table and have conversations.
I don't
As
know
if
who's
they're
talking.
really mobilizing for our people. Do not allow for this to be any sign or signal that our movement is going somewhere. It's in bodies like this showing up every day. That is your sign and signal. So you gotta be here to know. Because the news, they're gonna lie, but we know that. The government, they're gonna lie, but we know that. These intimidation tactics that I've seen going on in the nighttime here at CHAZ are no longer acceptable. If you're gonna walk around and shake hands during the day and be on live and then pop up with your AK-47 with all your boys, just know we are paying absolute attention to you.
That's right.
We are paying absolute attention to you and your behaviors. We are noting this. Not that we don't require protection, but you're not taking an Avatar Aang approach. You're acting as a bully. You're acting as the police. And I ain't never met a nigga that's really fond of them, so that's confusing in itself, ain't it? I actually saw a brother. I'm gonna speak to him directly because I believe he might be here. Solomon Samuel Simone. I saw your music video where you put all these protesters on Front Street, recording them in your music video. Very interesting. I also saw you with that, what was it, a flamethrower coming out the back of a van. That intrigued me as well because when I was on the front lines getting tear gassed, I could have sure fucking used that, brother. I could have sure used that. That would have been very helpful. If you could have mobilized yourself forward instead of trying to monopolize and have personal gain for your own sick endeavors, let me be clear. The behaviors that I've seen displayed are not acceptable to me as a black person, so this is not a celebration. I want to be very clear. This is a call to action. Continue mobilizing yourselves forward. Do not lose or become distracted by anybody that comes forward. Your job is very clear. White bodies, make sure that you are protecting black demonstrators. That is your number one job. And black people, we have to implement our senses. Listen, think, show up with your eyes, show up with your mind, and be prepared. Because they're used to saying that black on black crime starts with the black on black arguments that you might see take place here. Boom, shit once again. This discord has to happen. It absolutely has to happen. Why? Because if I see something that's not right, and you think I'm not gonna, I came out here to disrupt on the first day, y'all. I was not here to organize. I came to blow up a couple cop cars, loot the fuck out of Nordstrom's, and make sure that my black people made it up to the precinct. That's what brought me here. But
I was all about everything but the Nordstrom stuff. I was like, that's just criminal activity. Burn the cop cars, though.
For the situation at hand. I had to mobilize forward in a different way. I had to become more intelligent and start studying. So in the words of Malcolm X, I will never be violent. But if you think for a moment that if you cross me or mine, any of my black brothers and sisters, that I will not respond by any means necessary, you got another fucking thing coming.
Yeah, I don't agree with the Nordstrom thing. I was all about the government destruction, though.
If you didn't before, I know it's here now, because I really don't play with that. I see all of you guys at attention. This is important.
Except they're sitting down.
Always be ready. And when you see something, again, when you witness something, say something. Do something. Because we are not going to be putting up with that behavior anymore, seen or unseen. You are absolutely being observed, and I have an expectation for my brothers and sisters to come together and make motions. Thank you all for your time.
Statism begets statism, which always leads to tyranny. I was like, it's not the way. This is definitely not anarchist talk. Oh, is that it?
All right. I think we should all take a deep breath. That was powerful. Yeah, give it up. Woo!
Crickets, crickets.
Anyway, sorry. So, I know this has been said over and over and over and over, and I'm going to say it again. We are not here to party. This is not Coachella. Mind you, with that being said, I'm glad people are here and enjoying themselves and learning a lot, because that's important, especially our allies. I know a lot of you guys are looking for direction. So there's a couple things that I want to point out, that if this is your first day here, that you can check out. We now have a conversation cafe, which is right down at the end of the corner. Don't want to talk about, you can go down to the conversation cafe and there'll be somebody sitting there willing to have a conversation with you. There's also the vigil that's right around the corner here, also on 11th, so you can pay respect to people that have lost their lives in the past couple weeks. We also have our medic station, so if anything happens, if anything violent does come through here or whatever, our medic station is over at Rancho Bravo. Just to point those things out so you guys kind of know where to go. The medic station? Right here. And then, what is it called? And the People's Community Clinic. I'm sorry, I forgot what it's called. But right over here. And we also have the No Cop Co-op. So make sure you're drinking your water, because we keep getting told it's going to rain, but it ends up being hot as fuck. So, moving on, we got our next speaker.
Seattle isn't done.
She wanted me to clarify.
It'll take a day or two to clean this entire place out once government decides to do it. Well, it only exists because government is saying that is allowing it to exist.
So let me go ahead and introduce Karen
And I believe
Torrey.
that's because they want Trump to send in the active military.
appreciate that so much. Lord have mercy. Can we just say that? Lord have mercy. God damn, y'all, I had no idea. I just got off the phone with my daughter, who, you know, seems to be connected with me in ways that just kind of fascinate me. She's 32, she's got 2 kids. And today, and she's been talking to me about this for a couple of days. Today she had to have this very, very hard conversation, you know, that Black women have to have with their white friends. We try to be in league with white people. And that's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. You know, the complicated stuff that we all have to do just to be in relationship with each other can sometimes be overwhelming when you think about it. So this friend, and please forgive me for sharing someone else's story, but it is my story because it's my family, right? So she calls me right now, I just hung up, to tell me about this conversation that she had to have with a woman who is married to someone who is very, very close to she and her husband and their family. He's like a brother, right? But this chick is a hot mess. She's a hot mess. She's very deep into, you know, all the theories. And her children play with my daughter's children. And when they got married, they believed that this woman and her husband and their children would all grow up together. And she just called me and said, I don't think that's gonna work. I really don't think that this is going to work. So I spent these last few minutes just walking her through how deep
walk around.
Black women have to go inside of themselves and excavate. Excavate pain and hurt and trauma. All right.
What?
That was the guy dancing in the window.
Oh. Check out this one. Oh, border crossing. Armed guards. No, just people hanging out.
What?
So just people hanging out. Probably more of we're just gonna create a wall of people if cops start to roll in, and then they just kind of show up to be fodder. I wonder how many people are actually armed here and are of the mindset to actually fight back.
That building, right there. What do you know about that building?
Yeah, this entire thing is just very, very calm. There's no one getting violent, no one breaking shit.
Why is the East Precinct, this police station, why is it right there?
Puppies.
To make it easy to arrest poor people. Come on, girl. So as the story that was told to me goes, that East Precinct was supposed to be at fire station number 6. Where have we heard that? Where is fire station number 6? It's in the heart of the Central District. And Black-led organizing said, not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
Excuse me. So now this part I'm going to do some imagining. So I imagine that at the time, the leadership at that time said,
oh, sweet. Supposedly there was still cops inside and that they've blocked all this off. I don't know. I was reading a report from the cops that they still had people inside and that they were planning to take everything back. Too bad they didn't burn it down. They're not going to burn this down. These people are statists. They don't actually want government gone. Yeah, I think all of this stuff is just scripted violence. I was like, for the media, look at this. There's nothing, the cops could just roll right in. There's nothing stopping them. Oh, another location with like 3 guards possibly. A couple people just hanging out. No weapons displayed. Yeah, pretty fucking easy to just fucking walk in. There's the border. So this is pretty much the extent of the areas. People just walking around, hanging out. Some people being able to buy food. Capitalism in an anti-capitalist area. Coat of paint, all this would be gone. There's no issues. They really should have burnt this thing down though. At least they covered up the camera. Can't see it. Yeah, I think it's all just a show. Cops could just roll in, government could roll in. There's no point for military. Fucking, like, they have enough cops, they could easily just clean everyone out. Most people would just run. There's no defense.
Right now, I'm thinking, you know, they're working on it.
It's true. Cops don't serve and protect. They're policy enforcers for the rulers over us. It's a good one. I still think they should have burnt this precinct down. There's no reason for it. Yeah, the news is definitely lying. There's nothing burning, no issues. And the government just doesn't like the fact that they were told to leave. And at least this is upside down. And when flying a flag up correctly, you're fucking delusional. How many fucking alphabet boys are undercover here? You know, a whole bunch probably. Just waiting for shit to pop off. Let's go find this community garden. They should have, instead of just spray painted those cameras, they should have broke them. Now they just need to be washed instead of fully replaced. Yeah, so really this, it's like a block party where people are just hanging out. No fighting, no violence, no war, no warlords. There's no issues here. The only thing I have noticed is that most people are wearing masks because, you know, fucking they listen to the news and government. Oh, got action.
Somebody stole my phone! That's our phone. Are you on drugs? All right. What is it? Are you a caretaker? Are you a mental patient?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are containing a distraction to our peaceful protest. Please understand that and continue to the protest yourself. We have this under control. We are containing a distraction to the peaceful protest. Please continue to remember why we're here. We are containing a
Guy actually looks like he's having some issues.
So please understand and remember
They're
why
getting
we
him
are
water
here.
now. Huh. Drugs, maybe? I don't know. No one hit him or did anything. They actually, well, it looks like they were either forcing him to the side or whatnot, but clearly he's having issues.
I don't know. I asked him the same question.
It'd kind of suck to have your car actually stuck in here, though. All right, we got another side. You know, there's undercover cops here. Keep walking.
Hey guys, we are containing a distraction.
That girl just started saying that she just got raped. I don't know, or
Thank you guys so much.
doesn't really look like she was, but I don't know. Another drama in the CHAZ. Want to go try to find that community garden. Let's go towards the field. Oh. No donations. Free food. I guess it's just to go in and take something. Oh man, so many people wearing masks when they shouldn't. It's horrible for you and it doesn't do anything. Entrance over here. Oh, puppy. Having breathing problems.
Look at this too. People have taken over this building and they're crawling all over it. It's like Capitol Hill. Remember where we went to have
Cool. Now, if only they had, like, I don't know, you know, rifles and, like, other shit to actually, like, protect the area. But just being up there doesn't do anything. You gotta have to actually, like, something to defend against. I'll walk into the field.
Alright, well, we're gonna go wander around.
Yeah, but that's not why people are wearing masks. They're not doing it for autonomy. They're doing it because government said so. I was like, cloth masks are actually worse than wearing any mask because they don't filter air either direction and keep mold, bacteria, and other and CO2 where you just keep breathing that in. So cloth masks are fucking stupid. Surgical masks should only be worn in a sterile environment and only filter on the exhale. So they're good for people that are sick, but you only last, what, about an hour? N95 masks are supposed to be one-time use, and those only filter the air coming into you, not out. So if someone's sick, they're still spreading it even if wearing a N95 mask. They weren't Koreans up there on the roof. They were like just homeless people, or possible. I'm gonna try to find that community garden, but it's not real grass, so who knows where it's at. This entire area would take 5 minutes to like really clear. All right. Police roll up with some shields, everyone's gonna start moving. At least people, like, it's not trash, so clearly I think people are picking up after themselves, or at least someone's coming through and cleaning up. Especially after how many days this has been, I would assume that if this place would be filled with trash. Huh? Yeah, I haven't really seen. I think people are coming out and cleaning things up. Free pizza over there. I get to see a taxation is theft sign anywhere. You know, these people are all statists. There's no anarchists here. This isn't an anarchist movement. I was like, they co-opted things from anarchy, but they still want statism. Though I don't believe any of the reports that were being pushed about them charging businesses, extortion. I was like, maybe it happened somewhere, but it doesn't seem like that's going on. I was like, if they do, then they're definitely a government and not anarchists. So this is the war zone Trump is threatening. Active duty military intervention. I'm like, no cameras. Well, it's a public spot, so I don't give a shit. and they got face mask coverings, so they're good. Charge stuff here, that's cool. Okay.
All right, have a great day.
Yeah. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Tax Amazon. Look at that. A statist fucking stance. Taxation is theft, people. Oh. Oh, that was an unsecured area into the CHAZ. Hello. Is that... Yep, now we're out of the CHAZ. Look at that. Easy. I don't know where this community garden area is. I think it's... Yeah. Yeah, walk around back. I think it's over here. Starting to smell the shit. Got manure. You know, starting to smell like a farm. Urban growing is how all places should be. People should learn how to grow in an urban setting. I was like, this would be pretty cool if it was a long-term thing, but this is gonna get cleaned out once Trump sends in the military. This garden is for Black and Indigenous folks. It's a little racist. Whites not allowed. Nice, free. It's more than other pictures I've seen. We're talking, what, weeks to get ready, for weeks, possibly a couple months for food to start really getting produced. So about 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. Not gonna generate a lot of food from that, but at least they're trying. Yeah, no, that it's definitely not a lot of food they're growing. They're not going to be able to support anything here. All food that they're getting is definitely coming from outside the area.
They did,
how would she... Just a block party. That's the extent of the CHAZ, is a giant block party with one stage of people speaking. Family party. There are kids here rolling around. It's safe, no issues.
I feel absolutely fine.
Yeah.
You and I always get the fight.
Thanks to a listener out there, Tom Huntley, sent me a letter, like an actual letter, not even an email, a physical one.
Nothing violent going on here. There's no war. There's no destruction. People aren't being murdered. People saying that this is a war are fucking retarded. Or just straight up lying to people. When Trump sends in the military, this is the type of people he's going to send it against. Yeah, more like a fair. There's people selling food, so you got capitalism in here. So they definitely are allowing food carts and businesses to sell their wares. Oh, hot shop over there, nice. Yeah, kind of like a hippie festival. You're just hanging out. People could probably bring their wares, just throw down a fucking blanket, trade. Like what you would do at like a rainbow gathering. If they grew weed, you know, the cops, the policy enforcers would be here quick to stomp that out. They're scared of a fucking plant. It's a plant, burn it. So let's see. Stay under the DOJ consent decree. What? End the curfew, display your badge number, establish de-escalation team. That not anarchist stuff. Definitely more Black Lives Matter, BLM is definitely more organized here than anything Antifa. I have yet to see any, like, I've seen a couple of people that I would say were probably Antifa, but other than that, I haven't seen anyone. How's it going?
We have pizza that just got delivered. Come grab a slice.
Free pizza. Smells good. Little kids just walking around. It's like, this is not a war zone. Do not listen to the government. Oh, this guy's still having issues? Oh, he's out. Hot dogs smell good. Back to the speakers. Oh shit, I'm gonna be on the news. Yeah, look at that. Watch me on the news. Oh, maybe I wasn't. There you go. Make sure I'm on the fucking news. See if I can make it on the news.
Okay, we got a lot more people here. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Black is Beautiful Femme Edition. Yes, I see you in the back. Just a reminder for those of you who showed up late. Black men, black women, we would love, the space is for you. We would love for you to come to the front if you are willing and able. White people in the audience, please take a look around you, to your left, to your right, behind you, and if you see a black person or a person of color, open up, make way. This space is for them, this movement is for them, and we would love to have their energy at the front. With that being said, our significantly understaffed security team did reach out and let me know that we have eyes on some Trump supporters, and they are armed.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm telling you this now because if you have been here, you have heard the message from the black women to white people and white bodies to prepare to protect us. We are safe, we are fine now. We are doing nothing but we are only peacefully protesting. These people are far away from us right now. But white folks, there's a reason why we ask the black folks to come to the middle so that we can feel safe and together. And there's a reason why y'all are on the outside right now. This is an open carry state. We don't have to be fearful right now. They're here to intimidate us. And you may or may not know, but black folks ain't easily intimidated. So, in the off chance that those individuals do make their way up this street, on this street, or this street, all of my white folks, now is the time. All you gotta do is turn around, lock your arms together, forget COVID, because we out here, and stand, okay? There's nothing that can happen to us if there isn't out of our control. You know what we're here to do today? We are peacefully protesting. This is centered and built around love. We appreciate you doing what you can. Now we're going to get back into our speakers. And I want everyone to remain confident that we are safe and protected. I had a couple of our Native sisters were here the other day blessing us at the teach-in. And these times were prophesized. The revolution, I'm here for it too. That's why we out here. So, Kai's gonna introduce our next speakers. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce her. Our next speaker is also a woman who has been here on the regular, on the front lines. Her name is Sarah. Please welcome her up to the mic.
Mic doesn't work.
Is it on now? It is. Amplification. Yes. So my name is Sarah Tornay. That's Sarah with an H, and it's spelled Tornai. And if you add me on Instagram, I've been documenting some beautiful moments in this movement. I've been a little bit hesitant, very, very hesitant to call myself a leader. And if you were here when Jay spoke and the woman after or before her that was wearing all black, you can kind of start to understand why. Like, I'm here because I was marching next to and taking orders from and leading women like that are such clear leaders that I don't feel like I necessarily have a place to speak. I grew up feeling like I don't really have a place to speak. At every job I've ever had, I have to work twice as hard to be heard. In this movement, I have put my physical body directly in front of armed police without wearing a bulletproof vest. The day that there was a car that drove into the crowd was the day that I went to Lowe's and bought my own generator and bought my own 1300 watt speaker and brought it to the front line so that the frontline people could actually hear what was going on. Right after the car just drove through the crowd and the shooter shot once, and then we self-policed so effectively that he was disarmed within seconds. And in that moment, when a gunshot fired, I had the microphone, I was kind of talking to the people on the front line. I put my microphone down and I ran. And another black woman, who's smaller than I am, she picked up the microphone and told the crowd, stay calm, stay still. Do you see how successfully we just handled that ourselves? The people handled that, and someone got shot but no one died. That was a black woman in that moment who kept her cool. And then after that, I played a Black Eyed Peas song and just some music because it was an extremely traumatic moment. I have had one complete psychotic break during this 16 days and a couple panic attacks. I definitely have PTSD. I have been out here at various times doing various things, and right now I have some really, really clear demands. So the first time I made any demands, I stood up on a trash can with a megaphone, and I was like, I, Sarah Tournay, want to meet Jenny Durkin, Inslee, Bezos, and the owner of Goodwill, and 100 other protesters that will be chosen in a way that I don't yet know. That was the very first time I grabbed a megaphone. I was just like, I have something to say. And I've kind of been saying that, but it's been augmented, right? After being here for so many days at various times, right now, what we need is a council of Black women to take on leadership together, because there's a lot here that is completely unacceptable. For instance, our security system right now is doing the best that they possibly can in a high-stress situation where we have had to pull things together that were not there, you know? It's like our security system doesn't even have a way to communicate with each other, or there to be a sign-up sheet to find out like who shifts are who. There's no training yet for de-escalation, and yet we are up against the United States government, who is highly armed. Okay, so we need to figure this out.
Proof that government is allowing this to happen.
To fundraise to hire
that they will take this over and remove it at any point without much trouble.
1 a.m. and 5 a.m. are completely unacceptable, and I, as a Black woman, have not been able